This is in the front bottom portion, almost like you have a cartilage defect there.
So, no
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So it's torn, basically.
Oh yeah. I mean, some people just tear in a section. Like if you think of it like the face of a clock, some people just tear from like 1 to 3.
Yeah.
You're all the way around.
All the way around.
Yeah.
So it's over with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to the point where, we recommend fixing it. You're young enough.
Yeah.
It can cause instability of the shoulder if it's torn up, persistent pain.
And it's crazy because this whole entire 3 months I was still working out, still boxing, and all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it didn't hurt you enough then, or
I just work with it.
Okay.
I work alongside.
Just
with
pushing
it.
through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Damn, it's been a minute, huh? The reason for my absence is I've been dealing with an injury. Yeah, your boy finally got injured after years straight of going hard in the paint, lifting heavy ass weights over the years. I finally got injured, and it was a pretty severe one at that. But what's crazier is I didn't get this injury from weightlifting. I got this injury from boxing, bro. After 2 fights, after my second one, I'm talking about literally after my second fight, after everything is said and done, going outside the ring, I realized, man, I got some pain right here. I'm having a hard time lifting my arm up, you know? But I didn't think anything of it, you know, just a little bit of shoulder pain. Maybe after a couple of days, you know, I'll get right back right. Here we are 3 months later, and I'm still dealing with pain. But yesterday, I finally got some results from an MRI scan. I knew the news wasn't going to be good. But wow, was it very severe. My injury is I have a 180-degree tear on my labrum, right on my shoulder, bro. So that little part right there in my ball and socket that's connected to the scapula and your shoulder right there, that little ball and socket right there, it's a little bit, that muscle right there, the ligament right there, torn. 180 degrees around that socket right there. 180 degrees, I'm trying to paint you a picture of, I'm dealing with a massive tear in my shoulder, dog. And it's almost torn completely off. And I've been dealing with that since November. What? And what's crazy was, I ain't take no breaks, I ain't rest. I was still working out like I wasn't hurt. I just worked with it, worked around it, you know, do the exercises I can do. But man, ever since that fight, my shoulder ain't been the same. I haven't done push-ups, no bench, no none of that. All my favorite exercises, completely done. I can't even sit here and properly lift my arm over my head. It's tough. But after seeing my diagnosis, they really put me right here. I had to really sit and think like, wow, I'm forced to sit down. And they recommended surgery. Nah, I never had surgery before. And I've always wanted to avoid surgery at all costs. But this type of injury, I have absolutely no choice. Absolutely no choice but to get the surgery. I'll be a fool not to. Deep down, I want to do it naturally. I'd rather rehab it, get it better, but any tear is not going to heal properly unless you get it checked out. And I'll be hard-headed not to get it fixed right now while I'm 26 years old, still young, still active, still healthy. You know, why wait till I'm 36, 46 to find out the hard way that it's only going to get worse than it will get better? Even if I try, you know, physical therapy the natural way, it's not going to heal the same way. I got to go under the knife. So these last few hours, hell, last few months even, ever since 2025 even came, January 1st, I've been dealing with a lot of life issues in my personal life. A lot of mental attacks, you know. Been going through it. And honestly, I'm at my lowest point mentally. It's been like a mental warfare. But I had to really sit down, dig deep within my psyche, and understand who I am. Am I a punk? Am I a buster? Am I a sad little loser? Regardless of what life hands me, there is no stopping. There is no quitting. There is no pulling back. you have to keep on pushing forward, because once you stop that momentum, you're going to revert to old habits. For me, I've always been afraid to become that dude that I used to be, that insecure little bitch. And I've always preached that on this channel of always try to change who you are deep within inside. Understand what you're dealing with, what is your traumas, and just overcome it. Let it go. Because we all go through things in life, but letting those past traumas dictate who you are as a person ultimately is going to keep you in that bubble, stuck, lost, and hopeless. But man, I was dealing with it, and I felt like my mental health was getting the better of me. It was like I was letting it control who I am. Yeah, I was going through it, but finding out that I have a torn shoulder and I ain't got no choice but to get surgery, and I really have no choice but to go through recovery, having to really sit on my ass and, not be able to even work out at all. Man, it's a lot. It's a lot on my plate, but for my future self, it's just something I have to do. The question is, will I stop? Will I give up? Hell no. I'm the type of person that's willing to do whatever it takes. Like, if there's a will, there's a way. I'll sit here going to the gym with a whole ass sling like this, probably shadow boxing, doing the whole 9. I'll do whatever it takes to keep on going, because this journey cannot stop. I refuse to stop. I'm gonna work around it. But once I go through my PT, I'll make sure that I take it 100% serious, and I'll hope that I recover fully. So in this new environment, this new world that I'm finna be in, I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands, it seems like. So I'm gonna definitely utilize my time wisely, because I'm gonna keep on moving. I'm not gonna just be sitting on my ass, not doing shit and vegetate. My advice to those that might go through a similar situation like me, for one, is to take care of yourself. Legit, if you're going through it, any injuries, deep down that you might be dealing with that's hindering you, get it looked at and get it checked at. When it comes down to your mental health, don't ever take a knee to your mental, because deep down, it's all in your head. When it comes down to insecurities, doubt, depression, all that shit don't exist. Because it only exists up here. You your own worst enemy. I really let the mental health get the better of me, so no wonder why my momentum for everything else has stopped. Why I'm not motivated to do a lot of things. Deep down, I'm very down, very out, but I'm still determined to win. Regardless if, how many L's I'm getting handed my way, I'm gonna take those L's as a lesson learned and take those L's and turn it into a W. Take your L's and transform it into a W. Because the last thing you want to do is stop, give up, whatever thing you put your mind towards, you just stop and go off track. For me, I refuse to lose, regardless if I only got one arm. And I still made things work with one arm, dog. But I have to be smart, because ultimately, if I'm going to keep on going like the way I am with a torn shoulder, doing pull-ups, all the whole 9, I'm still working out. All I'm really doing is putting more risk on this and making it worse. I have to be smart. I have to sit here and do this for my future self. Don't push anything back and hinder your future self, because your future self gonna look at your past self and gonna be cussing yourself out. And I know you're tired of cussing yourself out. Stop cussing yourself out and just appreciate yourself for once. When it comes down to content, I'm gonna do a lot more vlogs and really just get down to more mental health talk. What is the true reasons why you should ultimately take care of yourself? It's to take care of up here. Feel good about yourself. What is the biggest issues we all deal with, and just expose it, put it on the table, and just let it go. That's ultimately what my content is all about. Expose the bullshit and let it go. When it comes down for fitness, deep down, mental equals fitness. If your mental health is off, your fitness is gonna be off. Like, you ain't gonna have the motivation to be fit if up here is pretty fucked up, because ultimately you're gonna cope with the food, all the bad shit instead of the good shit. I also been contemplating live streaming. I've definitely been contemplating live streaming, big time. Really just connect with the viewers. I almost thought about just video chats and really just talking within the trenches, really talk with people and let them vent. And let's have a real ass conversation. If you think live streaming is a good idea, man, be really interested in seeing that, sure, drop it in the comments. But ultimately, I'm in the game. But deep down, I have to tell myself that I just gotta get back motivated. Be fueled to win. I just been so down, really lost, to be honest. But I have to regain what my real true vision is. I really had to dig deep within my psyche to even make this video. And just keep pushing forward no matter what it is. No matter what the fuck you're dealing with. If you refuse to lose and take a knee to life, deep down you're gonna win. And it might not be today, tomorrow, next week, or next month, a year, whatever. But if you just stay consistent, you stay on course, you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. But just know that I'm not out, I'm not gonna quit. I'm still here. But ultimately these last few months I had to really truly focus on my mental health, take care of myself, and really discover what I need to do. Ultimately, I've been lost and just life been kicking my ass, man. It kicks all of our asses. But we all are strong. We all are strong. Strong as fuck, and I refuse to lose. I refuse to lose, and I want to be the role model for those that need that needs a vision. Who are you? And what are you willing to do to put yourself out there to win? If y'all interested in live streaming, man, drop that in the comments, bruh. But just know your boy's back. Your boy's back, but I'm definitely dealing with my thing for sure.